Flava Radio. Boy, Jay McGraw, Mr. Antoine, and your girl V. And that was our very special guest, man. He's been in the game. He's been in the game for a minute. Actually, crazy story. He used to be my barber. My main man. He go by the name of Voyce Daddyman. Welcome to Baltimore Flava Radio.
Man, glad to be here, humans. What's
Satellite gang.
All day long in the building.
Satellite gang.
Satellite gang in the building. Release Fire and T. We here, humans. How y'all doing, man?
So what did you do? Mess his hairline up?
I think I tried to bring it back.
Oh, wow.
That was a while ago. I think I tried to bring it back, and that's when I had met him, and we just been trying to keep a relationship ever since then.
Yeah, you was on one of my artists' first projects. His name Chris Styles.
Right.
He's actually doing gospel rap now, but the song "I Apologize," I actually have it in the car. I was listening to it on the way up here.
I would love to hear it.
Yeah,
I would love to hear it.
So, how long have you been actually doing music?
Man, I'm gonna say since about like 4 or 5, like really like singing probably since that age, knowing what to do with it. Once I got about 12, 13, taking it more serious.
I would say one thing that I've actually learned when I first got into the music business was the words that you told me.
Right.
He said, this is what he said to me. He said, "Bruh, if you ain't got no money, stay the hell away from this game."
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what he told me. That was some real talk, because you definitely need money. Yeah, to all your artists out there, you definitely need money. It's like a pay-to-play to go along. You can't just expect your talent to push you forward without money.
The money and a little bit of who you know. I believe life really works on that, on the who you know process. Money, can kind of help things out. I'm a person who thinks that money and everything, but in this business, you need it, most definitely, especially if you're trying to get somewhere to help out and who you know, no doubt.
So, how did you hook up with Yeah That Black? Because y'all have a project coming out, right?
Yes, we have a project called The Best of Both Hoods coming out. We was just hanging out together. For all those that know Stan Stunner, Stan Stunner collaborated us both, and he was like, "Yo, Voice, how would you feel if you was to do a project? Would you like to do a project with Yadit?" And I'm like, "Hey man, we can do it." I always wanted to team up and do some like R&B and rap together, some real good conscious music along with that R&B feel. So that song that you just played, "Girl Go Away," was like just a play around track when I was like, "Hey man, I got a track, Yadit, let me see how you sound on it."
Right.
And once I heard the track, I said, "Yeah, we got to take it a step further." Yeah.
Yeah. So, how's the process been? Because I've tried I've tried the collaboration with another artist like twice, and it just never came out.
That's my dude.
Actually, we still have the project. Me and Taz, actually, we called that was the best of both worlds.
Wow.
It was the R&B and rap. Yeah, that was back in like.
I swear y'all didn't know that. You know what I mean? We came up with ours just like that, But actually, it's going good. That's my dude, man. I mean, first of all, I'm always trying to please the ladies, and Yadit is always trying to please the ladies.
Because he's smooth, man.
Right. So women are the consumers of this business who really will go out and purchase and support you. So we said, let's go ahead and try to make it where we can please them. And it's going well, man. The album actually is just about done. If we have one more song to do, Mistress Beats is one who's doing most of the production.
Shout out to Mistress.
Shout out Mistress Beats on the album, and it's going great. I think people are really going to like it. I'm like real excited about it. It's not like nothing I've heard in the city. No trap music, none of that. We talking about real social issues, real things that you might be going through in your family, and trying to please the women, some sexual songs.
You're smart. Good product.
No doubt.
So, how has it been for you in this business? Because like this is a very tough industry.
Man, I'm also an MC, so that crossover wasn't really hard for me. Most rappers, MCs, they really didn't like me stepping in their lane, but I just paid it no mind. I just think if you making good music, I'm way past that part of, oh, I'm better than you, or I'm nicer than you. I just stay in my lane and make music and let the people decide, really. I'm just trying to do me, man. and get it out there, way beyond just Baltimore also, way beyond.
I became a fan of yours over the summertime when I met you out at Drew Hill Park.
The Us Killing Us
The
project.
Us Killing Us video, man, and you just stood out there and just kicked some a cappella stuff, and I swear the people that was running around the reservoir stopped and was like,
Right.
damn.
Right.
Even the white people, they was
Right.
So I'm interested, man, because like, and I could be wrong because I haven't been on the scene as often or as long as Jay and some other people, but your voice is distinct
Thank you, man.
It is.
from what I hear
Thank you.
in this city. So I'm
Thank
interested to hear who are like some of your musical influences.
Marvin Gaye.
Oh, thank you.
Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke. I mean, I can name some up-to-date people, but really where I get my feel from is from the old school. It's like Marvin Gaye. He could sing a woman's panties off, and he could also hit you with some social issues at the same time. Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder. Some up-to-date people probably be like R. Kelly, because music has changed a lot through the years, but I try to sing from the gut. I need that vein to come out my neck when I sing, and I want you to feel what I'm saying.
It's all about the
It
feel.
does.
It's all about the feel,
It does.
no doubt.
It
So
does. That I don't know if you had like professional vocal training
Never.
or anything like that.
never.
Wow.
I did used to go to like the School of Arts for the after-school programs when I was young, as well as I was in arena players every summer till about 14. My life changed drastically at about 14 years old. So, but I always was self-taught. Never sat in a room with somebody try to teach me notes. Once somebody heard me sing, they wanted me to help teach notes or somebody sing. Never did that. Just stayed in my lane. I just love singing, man.
So
You
that's
know?
a God-given gift, then.
Most
man.
definitely.
That's incredible.
And Voice stands for versatile, open-minded, where I can hear and see everything in life and music. That's what it stands for.
Dope.
Say that again.
Versatile, open-minded, why I can hear and see everything in life and music. That's what Voice stands for. Voyce, Daddy Man. Voice Daddy Man.
That's dope. So, like, talk a little bit, and you touched on it a little, but I want you to get a little bit more into like your creative process when when you decide I'm going in that studio and I'm gonna lay something down. Do you like hear some tracks first that you like and you create to the tracks, or do you just vibe with your own your personal feelings and your thoughts and stuff that's going on in your life?
Definitely my personal feelings and what's going on in my life. I write to no beats. It's when I have a beat, it's more easier to write to a beat. I mean, like, yeah, they can probably tell you that I sit down and I hear it. I already know the concept, and I might be done in about 10, 15 minutes.
Wow.
And later vocals.
Yeah.
I mean, I have witnessed here, people that work with me in the studio know that, but I'd rather write to no beat at all. So when I come across a beat, I can be like, hey, I got something that goes with that. But I'd rather write to no beat. But when I write to a beat, it's rather easy. And I write about what I see, what I go through, or what somebody else is going through. I can't put nothing false in my music. It's a lot of my stuff is about me, or, love is the best subject to write on,
So how you come up with melodies for the song, the actual melody? Because it changes on different, I'm sure it would change on different beats.
I do a thing what is called scatting. And sometimes, you know how like you're around the house, you be like, That's where most of my songs come from me playing around with a word or playing around with a melody in my head. And then I sit down at the paper and I write the hook. After I write the hook, I write the first verse, and then I just take it from there, really. Most definitely. The song you heard me singing was a gospel song called Running Back to You. And I just feel at the time, for the video we was shooting, Teresa Davis was shooting that time, the Us Killing Us video. I just felt that it was the moment to sing it because everybody was standing there, and the song was about us, killing each other, and we all had to put up a picture of a lost one that we had. So I just belted it out, man, and that's what it was.
Did you? I think they heard that joint. I think they heard that joint downtown, man, because we were already up.
Is that video out, by the way?
Yeah.
Is that
Us Killing Us? Yeah.
Yeah.
We did the album release. I mean, he did the video
release?
screening.
Yeah, he sure did.
Like 2 or 3 months ago, because that was one of the shows that we actually didn't do here.
Okay.
We did it from there.
Right.
And
Shout out to
then
Kester.
he has a shorter version of it. And talk about your experience with that, man. Like how you thought that whole thing went.
I thought it was dope, man. Just one thing about me, like you might see me involved with a lot of things here. I love collaborating with my Baltimore City artists, MCs, poets, no matter what you're doing. If you out here and you really trying to make it, I'm going to try to at least do my part by coming out to support you. But, you know, Teresa and Kes gave me a call, told me come on down, and I said that I had to be there, you know. So any artist that's here, if you trying to reach out to me or want me on a project or want me to be involved in it, you know how to get at me. I'm not a real hard person to find. I'm social media, you know. Voice of Be More, gmail.com, musicman@gmail.com. And it ain't too many people running around with the name Voice Daddyman. So,
Not at all.
you know.
So you write all your own music?
Yes.
Would you consider any ghostwriting or collaborating with writing with other artists or people? Because I asked that question on my last show, and I had a 10-year-old motivational speaker was like, no ghostwriting for me. And shout outs to Simran. She's like, no ghostwriting. And another 17-year-old artist, and he was like, no ghostwriting. But
I'm going to be honest, man. I write all my own music. But if it comes to a point, let's say like somebody in the industry like, hey, man, I think I got a song that best fits your voice. Most of the people that
that's
we
what
listen
I was thinking
to,
too.
most of the people that we listen to are not writing their own music. I'm talking about the ones that you see on television and the albums that y'all hear about. They're not writing their own. Beyonce doesn't even write her own music majority of the time. And you're right, Michael Jackson, you name it. I mean, they have singers and songwriters, which also goes with the business because people want their coins. So, but I do write my own music until I can reach the majority of the masses of the universe. Then if somebody say, hey, man, I got a song I would like you to sing, I'm going to sing it. I'm going to sing it.
That was honest. I like that.
No doubt.
Some people write hooks.
What'd you say? Yeah, that.
Right.
Say it again.
Some people write hooks, you know, you go feature and they already got the hook, and they like, yo, I want you to write the hook.
Right.
Do that, you know.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. I have no problem with that, man. I'm just trying to get some work done.
No.
I'm just trying to get some music done, man. You know, the whole point and the logic is to be heard.
Yeah,
you know,
I was about to say, and a lot of
is to be heard.
people, I don't know if they got this thing about originality or all being authentic is going to water it down, you know. So that's why I wanted to ask that question with you, because you can tell that you're still authentic. You can tell that if you do sing someone else's song that they penned, it will still be your own. So I think that's the question too. Is you know, it is okay to have a ghostwriter. You can still make it your own.
It's okay,
right?
Yeah, I'm a we person, not an I person. You know, so.
There we go.
Diddy haven't been writing them rhymes for years. And he getting checks.
Yes.
You know, it's all about that, man. You got to make sure you handle your business and your paperwork right.
Before we get into this next song, man, talk a little bit about some of the projects you've done in the past. Because I've seen your SoundCloud, so you've definitely been putting work in.
I'm going to be honest, man. I haven't put nothing out in a very long time. I do have an album coming out. I don't know if I can say the title of the album because it's kind of vulgar. You know, it's called New Pussy and Gas Money. That's going to be the name of my album. It's something different. You know, everybody need a full tank of gas, and ain't nothing like some brand new. It could be even your woman. She can go squash it. Long as she go squash it real quick. But I just figured them two things, you know.
That's so not where I thought that was going.
When you got a full tank of gas, you feel good, and I just think my music gives people that different feel that you haven't felt. So that is what came to me right out the blue. But like I said, I'm working on the Best of Both Hoods project with my man right here, Yadit Black. For those who know Chop Johnson, he's doing the Don't Stop movement right now. Me and Yadit, we're a part of that. But I'm more focused on the things that's great come out, like the album I just named, and the Best of Both Hoods will be coming out real soon. I'm like excited about that. I want to see what the mass has to say about that.
One song
That's
away.
it.
Now, Satellite Gang, you have your own label.
Oh, yes,
right?
yes,
So
yes.
we got to talk about the artists. How many artists do you have under you?
I have Johan Fresh, Lean Baltimore, myself, and a dude named Ronnie Gangster. We haven't put a compilation or album out yet, but we're definitely doing that. It takes time if you run a label, because I do run a label. I'm the CEO of Satellite Gang. So anybody who's running a label knows sometimes it can just get tremendous or overwhelming of work, but I do have a whole bunch of songs whereas though I could put out a album right now, tomorrow, but I like doing things the correct way, the productive way. So if I put out an album, you know, I'm not one of them people. I just put a post up the other day that's like, what's the use of putting out an album or a CD and you going to put out another one next month? It's like, that's crazy. I'm from the movement where you put something out, give it time to marinate, give people a chance to like the songs, give them a chance to hear it. Then we got to go ahead and promote that, right? Whether it's here in Baltimore or on the road. So, yeah, I am CEO of Satellite Gang, and that project will be coming out real soon. Soon.
Shout out to Lean. She came and kicked it with us a couple weeks ago.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most
So,
definitely.
Introduce your next song, man.
My next song is called Stop Playing With Me. It's about all them ladies out there who play a lot of jokes on us good men. You know, it's a lot of good men out here who don't get the credit for it, such as me and that, you know. I mean, we can be foolish at times, but, you know, the song is called Stop Playing With Me, and hope you like it, man.
We're going to go into that now, and we'll be back with more of Voyce Daddyman. This is Baltimore Flava Radio, radioonfire.com. Stop playing.